These companies ignored safety and OSHA hit them with penalties in the millions. Today, we're reviewing the top 5 biggest OSHA fines of 2025. What happened, what violations were involved, and what you can learn from them. Hi, I'm Rachel Hausmann with Ally Safety. I'm an experienced health and safety professional, and every year I think it's helpful to break down the top OSHA fines of the previous year and learn what went wrong, so you can prevent similar issues in your own facility. Let's get started.
If you like our YouTube videos, make sure to check out our video subscription to access over 150 video courses. Check it out at allysafety.com.
So without further ado, let's start with number 4 and work our way up to the biggest violation of 2025. OSHA's 4th biggest fine of 2025 went to Virginia Transformer Corporation of Pocatello, Idaho, with fines just shy of $1 million at $986,000. That's gonna hurt. Reports say that safety's been an ongoing issue at VTC's facilities, starting with the Roanoke and Troutville plants in Virginia. What happens is, once OSHA spots serious issues at one site, they don't stop there. It's like spotting termites in a wall and deciding to tear open the rest of the house. OSHA starts going from facility to facility, and generally what they tend to find in these cases is ugly and expensive. When the same hazards show up in multiple places, OSHA calls them repeat violations, and those can cost over $165,000 a pop. That's right. Each repeat violation is roughly the cost of a Porsche 911 GTS. If you want to learn more about violation types, click this video. In this case in Idaho, OSHA's suspicion started back in 2024 when inspectors found cranes with faulty brakes and switches. That was just the start. In 2025, they came back and issued 53 citations, from missing machine guards and inadequate PPE to workers exposed to serious fall hazards. With almost $1 million in fines, I think it's safe to say Virginia Transformer is feeling the pressure to transform their approach to safety. OSHA's 3rd biggest fine of 2025 went to Taylor Farms of New Jersey and came in at just over $1.25 million. Just a heads up, this one involves a fatality and is a sad story. In May 2025, OSHA was notified of a fatality at a processing facility in Swedesboro, New Jersey. Tragically, a worker was fatally injured while cleaning and sanitizing a machine. Inspectors determined that Taylor Farms failed to implement proper lockout tagout procedures to protect workers. OSHA cited Taylor Farms for 16 safety violations related to the lack of lockout tagout procedure, as well as failure to implement and provide training. This is a cautionary tale to any facility without good lockout tagout policies. We see preventable fatalities like this every year in the list of the biggest fines, but the fine is nothing compared to the loss of life. OSHA's 2nd biggest fine of 2025 went to Sound Construction in Connecticut and came in again just over $1.25 million. This case actually started in 2023 when OSHA officials responded to a workplace fatality of an employee who died in a trench collapse. OSHA cited them for 2 willful and 5 serious violations, then entered a settlement requiring the owner to submit monthly lists of active work sites and allow OSHA to randomly inspect them for trenching and excavation compliance. You'd think by then Sound Construction would have recognized that it had dug itself into a hole and it was time to stop digging. But it didn't. On June 12th of 2025, OSHA initiated an inspection at a Sound Construction site in Stamford, Connecticut, and cited the employer for 7 willful and 4 serious violations related to excavation hazards, including a lack of training and protection from cave-ins. It sounds like Sound Construction didn't learn the first or the second time around. The list of biggest fines each year typically includes an excavation contractor. So what we can learn from this is that if you're doing excavation, you get your safety dialed in. OSHA's number 1 biggest fine of 2025 went to Dayhan Solution of Fernley, Nevada, and came in at a whopping $4.1 million. Now, I've got to be honest, this might be one of the strangest cases I've seen in the database. Dayhan is a manufacturer of automotive anti-noise parts, but the noise online is that they've received a stunning total of 56 citations, with 40 willful violations, 10 serious violations, and 6 other violations in early 2025. Most of the fines came from willful violations, OSHA's most serious category. Willful violations means that the company knew about the hazards and ignored them, and each individual violation can cost up to $165,000. Now, here's the kicker and what makes this odd. For a fine this massive, there is surprisingly little public information. As for what we can see, OSHA's records don't show a fatality or serious injury that triggered the inspection. It looks like it could have been a broad investigation. If you know more, feel free to let us know in the comments. The LinkedIn page for Dahan lists it as the Global Emotional Quality Leader. Not sure what that means, but maybe if they focused less on emotions and more on safety, we wouldn't be talking about 56 OSHA violations. So what do all these cases have in common? They weren't random slip-ups. They were patterns of ignored hazards, missing protections, inadequate training, failed lockout tagout, and repeat exposure to known risks. OSHA's 2025 penalties show a clear message. Safety matters. And once you're on OSHA's radar, the costs of danger just keep growing. I hope this helps you to prioritize safety in 2026 and prevent similar issues at your own workplace. As always, take care and stay safe.
Hi, Rachel from Ally Safety here. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to check out the Ally Safety Toolbox Talk membership at allysafety.com. There, you'll find an entire library of videos that are created to make safety entertaining. I'll see you there at allysafety.com.